want to adjust your mic. That's fine. Oh, I got a text. No,
From who?
Juliet.
Juliet, we're recording.
Send me a picture of a leak. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
My name is Mauro.
And I'm Dan.
And that's our intro.
And this is
Let's Talk About Wiped Out Wednesdays.
Why did that start with that?
I don't know. I feel like we said it at the same time once and we got really excited. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no banter. Hi, camera. I'm wearing a tank top. I know this must be very confusing for the video people.
Yeah.
But I forgot my shirt.
I honestly don't even remember when we made those shirts.
This is...
Is that like one of the originals?
This is like the 2015-2016 season.
Ooh. I forgot we do have seasons. You could tell like the different variation.
Yeah. The
Anyways.
square, look at that. The square
I
logo.
think you were the reason why we killed the square.
Yeah, it was terrible. I didn't like it. Anyway, today we're talking about a giant eagle.
Called HAAST'S eagle.
With two A's. HAAST'S.
HAAST'S moray, formerly known...
Hariatus?
Hariatus moray.
Yeah.
Formerly known as Harpo... You gotta do it.
Harpagornis moray.
So
Moro.
This thing was the largest eagle ever to exist.
Like, picture an eagle. It's bigger than that.
All right. So it was first discovered by Julius von Haast, hence the name, in 1871 from remains discovered by the Canterbury Museum's taxidermist Frederick Richardson Fuller in a former...
Fuller. Come on. It's Fuller. He's German. Fuller.
A little close to Führer for my liking, but...
Ferris Bueller.
You're right.
Dan said I need a break.
Yeah, we were literally just talking about how I think he needs to take a vacation.
Ferris Bueller.
Ferris Bueller's Blade Off.
Oh, man. So
Anyways,
how big was it?
So cool thing about these, the ladies, kind of like a mantis, the ladies were significantly, not significantly.
They chop the eagle's
No,
head
no,
off
no.
after intercourse?
No, but the females were larger, like noticeably larger than the males. So wingspan of females were
2.6 meters. Sorry,
keep going.
2.6 to 3 meters.
8.5 to 10 feet wide. Now this is an eagle.
Yeah. Have you seen the wingspan of eagles?
Well, you could see it right here. Here's a comparison.
Yeah.
So relatively short wingspan, though, compared to other raptors, proportionate to its size.
To the rest of his body.
Yeah.
Yeah, which makes sense, because usually the largest part of an eagle is just the wings. Like, they have relatively, like, proportionate bodies, but the wingspan is just ridiculous.
Well, they think it was an evolutionary thing because these guys hunted in the scrublands of New Zealand, and the shorter wings kind of helped them maneuver in the grossness.
New Zealand? I don't know.
Is that your Kiwi accent?
I guess. The weight.
Now remember, birds,
yes,
hollow bones. They're not heavy.
I was going to preface it with that. They got diet bones.
It's never impressive with a bird's weight.
10 to 15 kilograms.
22 to 33 pounds.
You could probably lift this thing. You wouldn't want to.
You wouldn't want to touch it.
You can probably just lift it with one hand.
But it was double the size of the harpy eagle. And for those of you who have checked out the harpy eagle
I didn't want to point.
But so here's a picture of the harpy eagle.
Yeah.
For those of you listening, go ahead and Google it. They're big birds.
They are.
Now,
especially that wingspan.
Yes. Now, where did it live?
Like me. In the South Island of New Zealand. Sorry. It lived in the South Island of New Zealand.
And it lived 2.2 million years ago.
Yes.
To 1400.
Is that the Pleistocene?
Is it?
Yeah.
What do I always call it?
It's Pleistocene to Common Era to like current, which is not bad. So yeah, Pleistocene era towards the end.
Big
and
bird.
1400 AD. What was happening at 1400 AD?
I don't know.
Was
The
that like
Dark Ages? The plague?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the plague was
15?
15 maybe? I don't know. Well,
Shot in the dark.
there were
on that
people
one.
with swords.
There was definitely sword people.
And these things were flying around. And they are one of the largest true raptors
yes.
known to man, because man came across it
And
in a
ruined it.
terrifying fashion. Probably, right? They were probably hunted to death.
No, so they weren't.
No?
We'll get to that. Don't
Sorry.
jump the gun. So obviously, as you guys know, New Zealand's an island, and if it's an island off the coast of New Zealand, it's probably a smaller island. So
yes,
they were a small population of 3,000 to 4,500 breeding pairs which made it very vulnerable to changes in the population of its prey, which you can see here, the moa.
Oh, the moa.
Big old flightless bird.
Yeah.
There was tons of these back then. Not
also think about New Zealand. Like a prehistoric kiwi.
Basically.
Kiwi bird.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Just a big
like a
kiwi
big,
bird.
Pudgy, probably delicious kiwi bird. Don't eat kiwis. The animal.
You could eat the fruit.
The fruit. You can eat it without peeling it.
Yeah, but it's like
delicious.
Fuzzy.
Yeah. It's like hairy fruit.
What's wrong with you?
Anyway.
You do need to go on a vacation.
No evidence has been found that the Haas eagle preyed on humans, but researchers believe it was big and strong enough to do so. So, no evidence. But if it wanted to, it could have. So, that's how big it was.
Now, the reason they think this was possible, it had to do with the massive size of its prey that it would go after. So the moa, there was I think about 9 different species of moa. The largest of these guys, want to give it in kigs?
It could weigh 230 kilograms.
510 pounds, ladies and gentlemen. That is a big freaking bird.
Oh man. And the Haas eagle was 10 to 15 kilograms. That's 20 times.
Yeah, it's significantly smaller than its prey.
Oh man, I can't even imagine that. But they were still terrifying, I think, the Haas eagle.
Yeah, I mean,
even if they were not that big, I mean, they were the largest eagle ever known to man.
If you check out this really cool picture that I'm making Moro put up right now,
okay,
it is the HAAST'S eagle going after a moa, and it looks terrifying. Like,
is it an artist rendition?
No, it's a photograph
from 1400 AD.
I built a time machine, and I went back
and
for this purpose.
You took your phone with you.
Yeah.
So how did it eat? Basically, like any other eagle, it would use its strong beak to rip out the insides of the prey and eat.
But specifically, it would shred the internal organs to expedite the process of bleeding out.
Spooky.
Is it spooky or just kind of like awful because you're like alive?
Terrifying. Yeah, it's like, hey, I'm going to bleed you out and then consume you little by little.
I guess you have to be alive to be killed, right?
Yeah.
So,
unless you're a zombie.
So what?
Shout out to zombies.
It's not spooky season yet. You have 2 weeks. Keep it in your pants.
So humans potentially might have come across these animals and potentially contributed to its extinction, maybe?
I think they definitely contributed.
They definitely did, because if it's a giant bird, that means giant drumsticks to eat, and they probably ate them.
Again, I mean, it had to do more so with the prey. So the moa were basically hunted to extinction by the Maori.
The Maori people.
The Maori.
Really cool culture. Read about them.
So they were, I'll tell you about them.
Okay.
They were an indigenous Polynesian people of mainland New Zealand, and they originated from eastern Polynesia, and they arrived in New Zealand in several waves of waka, or canoe voyages. Yeah, they came on boats.
They're tough people.
From here.
Shout out to Taika Waititi, who is descendant of Maori people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll see here on a map. Sorry for pointing. You'll see here on a map the distance between Polynesia and New Zealand. Now, yeah, like it's not across the Atlantic.
Yeah,
but this is still you're in a canoe.
You're a canoe in,
like I'm
in
not
the Pacific Ocean.
I don't want to kayak even across like the creek by my apartment in Brooklyn, let alone like
I could kayak to the office and take probably the same time it does driving. I wouldn't do it.
I'd feel more safe here though.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. These people were tough. And they're an amazing culture. They have the cool tattoos,
and they also have those amazing like get you pumped up. I mean, I don't want to be like insensitive to the cultural relevance of it. Yeah,
the Haka. I love rugby. I've seen them do it.
Yeah, like you don't want to fight someone who's about to do that.
New Zealand culture is underrated.
Yeah,
I feel like we should be
trying to keep it on the low. Like, hey, just don't come here.
Yeah,
you guys ruin everything.
Yeah, and you don't want to come across the Maori people to because they fought the HAAST'S eagle, and they're tough.
They didn't fight them.
I like to think that they did. Maybe they speared. Hey, what's for dinner today? I don't know. I got this eagle. It's pretty big. It'll last us a week.
It was only 22 pounds.
I don't know. That's a big. How much does a chicken weigh? 3 pounds?
Yeah, but you're feeding a tribe. It's not gonna last a week.
Okay. Anyway, that's the HAAST'S eagle. It was a huge eagle that lived 2.5 million years ago to 1400 AD, which is not that long ago.
Yep.
It was native to New Zealand. The Maori people probably hunted them to extinction.
Didn't eat them.
I like to think that they did because that makes for a pretty good movie. And they were responsible. The HAAST'S eagle was responsible for taking hobbits to Mordor and destroying the ring to save humanity.
That is actually scientific fact.
Yeah. That's it.
Before we go, if you haven't seen it yet, here's our website. Check
animalspodcast.com.
We'd love to hear from you.
Email us.
Or fill out the form.
animals@dansbecker.com.
Or you go to the website.
Follow us on everything.
Yeah.
That's it.
High five.
That's the HAAST'S Eagle. Thank you so much for watching and stuff.
Podcast out.
Listen, bye.